The Talos Principle. Hello everyone, this is Suikyun, and today I'm going to be playing the Talos Principle. I started playing this game a little bit. I mostly finished the first stage, just kind of see if I'd like the game at all. I do like the game. I had planned on beating the whole game before I actually recorded it, but after mostly beating the first stage, I was like, this game's going to take forever. So what there's a lot in this game is there's a lot of reading, which means there's a lot of me, and then there's also a lot of puzzles, and there's also sometimes this voice, who I like a lot. So let's try it out, see what happens. I want to start a new game. Let's do that. Sure, let's go away. Initiating firmware. Firmware functional. Loading child program parameters. System check. Passed. Starting child process. Ready. It's very cloudy and heavenly. Okay, I appear to be a robot.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Yeah, voice is cool. I appear to be a robot of some kind. And this is very kind of like Greek pantheon sort of thing going on. Oh, I guess maybe I was sleeping there? I don't know. It's like everything's pretty worn and kind of broken. Like there's these pillars that had been broken, these statues, missing heads. Very Greek though. Initiating child program logic check. Okay. I can take a jammer. Subject object interaction. Okay. Alright, well I picked it up. And basically what these do is there's these complex task management. Okay. So there's these force fields. Start to unjam it. Can't get past the force field. Jammer, jams the force field. Child program basic calibration successful. Alright, glad I'm not defective. These floating ball thingies will kill me. Oh, here's another jammer. When I get near them, they kind of like burst open. There's these lasers and crap coming out of them. I'm trying to remember how I got past this thing without dying. Jam this thing. Problem is, situational awareness, okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that thing scared the crap out of me. There's like a turret up there. It scared the crap out of me and killed me the first time I played this.
All across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome. And within each, I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
But I'm a robot, aren't I already immortal? Oh yeah, there's all these QR code things. I'm not sure what they're for. This one says, I find myself in a world of impossible architecture and inexplicable machines. I cannot fathom how it works, and I am terrified to put one foot in front of the other, lest I fall through the floor. I have no idea if the game designer put those there, or if maybe, like, players put them there. I'm not sure. Here's the gate I need to get through. Here's the thing over here. It's like playing Tetris in here. Peephole. Sounds awesome. Take that? No, I can't take that. I don't worry about this area anymore. No, I don't. See if that works. Yay, Tetris block for me.
You will not need this sigil to open the gate to my temple, but it may serve you in times to come.
Good to know. Actually, I hadn't heard that dialogue before. Let's see which one's going to do. There's one over here. Only the two of us. This one stumped me for a while. And the second I turned everything off, went to bed, I was like, oh, I know how to do it. I think. Jam it, then you can actually go behind here and jam it that way. Then jam this over here. And then make sure you don't die from the shooting thing.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to eternity.
Sigils of our name. Oh, they look like Tetris blocks. Sometimes I feel like this place needs a map. A switch out of reach. There's a thing I don't want to mess with. That turns it off. Let's find out. Hey, I'm not dead.
Well done, child. Only one more sigil is needed.
Thank you. Outnumbered. Oh, jeez. Oh, crap. I did not see that there.
The guardians of this land may harm you, but do not resent them, for they are my servants, and they challenge you only so that your faith might be strengthened.
Thanks. I really appreciate getting shot in the face. Let's see. Need a jammer thingy. Be one around here somewhere. There it is. Now this might be interesting, if I remember. Maybe it doesn't happen yet.
My temple awaits you, child. Go forth. My child, you do not need to collect all sigils at once. You are free to return to this place whenever you choose.
Okay. No, don't blow me up. Let me see if I can collect this one anyway. Oh, nope, stay away. Ah, I got blown up. Back up a bit. Okay, I don't think there's anything I need in there. So there you go.
You are most diligent. Perhaps this trait will serve you well in times to come.
Thank you. Okay, so basically just make a block. Right click to actually rotate the pieces. There's a computer with like an eyeball made of ASCII code that actually blinks at me. And if I move to the left or right, it actually follows me and makes a beeping sound. This is where all the reading's gonna come in. Loading library session done. Mounting logical disks, 47 million. Distributed resources found. Connecting network drives. Error, network inaccessible. Loading Milton Library Assistant. Error, MLA unresponsive. Initiating command prompt. Done. Library archive session ready. Guest at local and the pound sign. Let's see. I have hi, ASDFA, DIR. What's this? Or Hello World. I'm gonna do Hello World. Typical thing for a program. Unknown command. Type help for a list of available commands. Alright. Help. Basic terminal commands are list, display list of available resources, open, file name, show contents of a file, help, display this text, run MLA, load Milton Library Assistant, advanced interface, exit, close to the terminal session. Let's do list first. Searching for locally cached resources. There's welcome EML, Athena 6 text, figure it out EML. Okay, let's do welcome. Open welcome. From Nadia Sarabai, something like that. Institute for Applied in Percent. I think some of this is corrupted. To Alexandria Drunin. Subject, welcome to the team. Yay! Hi again. I'm sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is, so was I. And this may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young and you've already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't so grim, I might even be jealous. Smiley face. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realize that, nominally speaking, I'm head researcher here. But this is your project and everyone will respect that. And yes, I know you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure. Let's do this, Nadia. Okay. Let's do Athena 6 text. See what that says. Chapter 6. Athena in the Garden of the Hesperides. Did not trust them, but they moved with such grace, such nobility, that it was hard not to follow them further into this strange garden of gears and cogs. They led her to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seemed to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grew a smaller tree made out of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grew a single golden apple. This apple, the nymphs said in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes, and not a few villains, have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom in its unyielding folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Such say that Hercules, and a bunch of gibberish, gazing upon the stars and wept. I guess some more corrupted information. Figure it out, EML. What is this? From a bunch of gibberish to a bunch of gibberish. Subject, a bunch of gibberish. The way I see it, the world doesn't come with a manual. You've gotta figure it out for yourself. A bit here, a bit there, put it together, try to make sense of it. I'm pretty sure there is a truth, but that doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. Then again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We live in an amazing world, and searching for the truth can be a real adventure. Plus, it's good for the brain. Anyway, just some rambling thoughts from your old man. Don't let this stuff get to you. Don't let this stuff get you down. You're young, you've got loads of time to figure it all out. Love, Dad. Aw. Don't I have a dad? Oh, let's do run MLA. Here we go. Loading Milton Library Assistant. Done. Initiating plain language interface. Done. Support session opened. Hello. Oh, here you go. Hello, guest. How can I help you today? Your query? Do you understand what I'm saying? Understand is a strong way to put it, but yes. Describe your functions. Okay. The Milton Library Assistant is designed primarily to sort and classify data in the library archive. Secondarily, it facilitates user interaction with library resources via an intuitive human language interface. It also provides powerful networking and troubleshooting functions. Your query? How old are the library archives? Library resource publishing dates range from 1st July of 1995 to the 27th of June of 2003 of 203F. So maybe like 2030? It's not that far in the future if that's what it means. Let's see. How long has the system been running? The system has been active for 9999 years. I'm guessing that's an error of some kind. What are these terminals? Terminals provide access to the library's resource archive. Okay, what's the current status of the library archive? Did I do that one already? Nope. That is approximately the size of... Oh, wait, I missed something. There are 47 million resources in archive, taking up 5.4212750 petabytes of disk space. That is approximately the size of 30 billion photos, 7 million minutes of HD video, the entire internet in 2003. However, the majority of the library resources are corrupted or invalid. 10.6954751 gigabytes of unencrypted resources are indexed. What caused the data corruption? Progressive data corruption is inevitable in any system over time. Additionally, a large number of inconsistencies were detected during sorting, leading to greater than average data invalidation. Okay, I'm done. Exit. I could have, like, insulted it and stuff. I'm not gonna do that. I've already done all those, so exit. That's where a lot of the reading's gonna come from. There's a lot of those terminals around. It's so shiny. Oh, there's even more pieces over here. Let's see if I can get the pieces. Poking a sleeping lion. Sounds about right. See a cannon. Let's see, I know there's a thing to do here. Jam that. Because if I... Yeah, I can go around. Okay. I'm good. Jam the ball here. Take that. That. Point there. There we go. Trio Bombascus? Is that what that says? Trio Bombascus, I think is what it's saying. Do. Yeah, that was so hard.
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
It's a cool portal. It's got a bunch of ones and zeros on it.
You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
Aw, thanks. I appreciate it. So I'm in a giant stone temple looking thing. There are lots of doors. There's 1, 3, 5, 7 on one side, 2, 4, and 6 on the other side. So I finished 1. The 1's grayed out to show that I actually completed the entire thing. I think I need to go to 2 now. Let's go to 2.
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
Tower? Is tower somewhere? Hey, computer. Loading library session. Mounting local disks failed. Unrecognized error detected. Okay. List. What's the problem? Library archive is currently unavailable while system resources are redirected to handle incoming network messages. Use the access com portal command to access network functions. Okay. Access com portal. Connecting network drives. Error. Network inaccessible. Encountered unknown errors. Wow. It's a lot. Run MLA troubleshooter? Yes. Loading Milton Library Assistant. Done. Initiating plain language interface. Done. Support session opened. Hello, guest. Is there something you'd like help with today? I do. Let's do about this first. MLA program is designed to facilitate user interaction with the resource library. This is archived by providing powerful sorting and troubleshooting functions. Functionalities delivered via an intuitive human language interface. Troubleshooting. I'm having problems. Help me. I think you'd like help accessing network functions. The most common cause of network problems is holding insufficient account privileges. Please enter the admin password to authenticate your privileges. Got a list. Corti, let me in, admin, god, and trust no one. This guy sounds kind of like a godly dude, so let's put god as the password. Checking password. Login password's incorrect. Trust no one. Try to check the password. Nope. Let's do admin. Maybe someone's dumb and made a crappy password. Admin password's incorrect. Try again. Login aborted. Too many failed attempts. Would you like to create a new admin account? Yes. I want to be an admin. In order to prevent unauthorized access to admin controls, please take a moment to prove you're not a bot. Okay. Loading certificate program. Certification program loaded. You'll now be asked for a series of inputs. To cohere with data protection legislation, you must consent to have your responses used to develop a broad psychometric profile. There you go. Raw response data will be deleted immediately. Your profile will only be made available to other administrators. Generating certification part 1. Part 1 ready for user input. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assessment. Begin certification? Yes. Ask me questions. 2 + 2 = 4. Your input has been accepted. What is your subjective reaction to this image? It's an emote smiley face. Content. What best describes a person? A problem-solving system. I'm gonna go with that. Problem-solving system. You're walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the nearest oasis. What do? I'll offer half my water, because I'm nice. Part 1 of certification process is now complete. You'll receive a notification when Part 2 has been generated. Okay. Terminating support session done. Reissuing library archive session done. Let's see. IAN, EML, Talos principal text, Athena analysis. Let's do IAN. From Frank Nagatai to Miles Nagatai, Dan Nagatai. Subject, IAN. My first day at the Institute for Applied Nomadics? On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. Trembling, I walk in, and right at the entrance, there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Then I get it. Institute for Applied Nomadics. IAN. Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Dr. Sarabai shows up smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the Institute was founded. She says, INAN? IAPN? INAPNO? It all sounded stupid, but we didn't just want to call it IAN because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kinda stuck. So we're officially called IAN, or Ian, but if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know, bloody geeks. Talos principal text. What's this? Stratton of... whatever. Let's see. Whether it is true that... Daedalus? Constructed the giant Talos, as our others say he was the creation of... God, all these friggin' names. Hephaestus, I'm just gonna call it that. What we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze, and had but one vein within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that this was caused of his downfall. If, then, a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man, while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. And let's do Athena analysis. Novel's first sentence. She woke up in an impossible place, knowing nothing, signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery, though we should not go as far as to read the entire work as allegory. Rather, while taking the science-fictional novice as the core of the narrative at face value, we should... and a bunch of gibberish. Alright. Note 2. Having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us, and a bunch of gibberish. Social reality, belief, and objective reality, matter, come into conflict. Note 3. When, in chapter 16, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questioned her mentor on the... Okay, and then it ends. Note 4. A more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of... and then it again ends. I love this incomplete data. Alright, it's done. Let's go. Let's go. Let's say beats more puzzles, but there's so much stuff over here. It's all this empty space. Oh, look, there's an island. Let's go door. Let's go over there. Let's walk. It's doing what I want it to do. Game, do what I tell you to do. This one, there's a computer over here. Oh look, more QR codes. That voice is not supposed to be here. It is not the work of the designer. You must avoid these abnormalities, or they may spread and undermine the very fabric of our world. Something strange has come into the world, like a distortion, like something that is not supposed to exist. A beautiful voice speaks within it. Also, I love this music. Music's great. This way. Game, what are you doing? You're supposed to do a thing. Do the thing that I want you to do. I hear a beep. It's a computer over here. Hi, computer. You're all the way over here by yourself. Let's see. Let's do error log. Cannot load archive. Gibberish. The day I oft remember when from sleep I first awakened and found myself reposed under a shade on flowers, much wondering where and what I was, where, whence, thither brought, and how. Error, unknown error. ARG Solutions email. Alright. From Bob Rakovsky. I think that's what it is. To 108 recipients. Subject, guard. All these calm people are driving me mad. Have they all suddenly turned into Buddha or something? I didn't know the world had such reserve of serenity, though these latter-day Guatamas are at least being somewhat realistic. You know what's even worse? Those paranoid nutters who are building bunkers and collecting guns. What are they gonna do? Shoot T and money sign. Though I have to admit that overall response has been much better than I ever anticipated, to the point where I might be moved by the beauty of humanity if I wasn't such a grumpy old fart. This minority of total idiots is really messing up my final days. Okay? Anyway, the reason I'm writing is because I refuse to believe in scenarios where with absolutely no solutions. If we all put our heads together, we can figure something out. It'll be crazy, but crazy is better than dead. Crazy is what we do best on this planet. Yeah, that sounds about right. The Human Machine, HTML. Topic number 3. One day you discover that you're not a human being, but a machine. Your life so far was real. No one controls you or programmed you to behave in some specific way. Your physical and mental capacities are identical to those of an organic human being, but you're created in a lab. No one except you knows about this. Your family, your friends, they all think you are a regular human being like themselves. You could continue to live the life the way you have been before and nothing would change. How do you react? Pay specific attention to these questions. A. Does your concept of yourself change? Are you the same person you thought you were? B. Does your understanding of the world itself change? Or C. Do you reveal the information to others or do you keep it to yourself, and why? 1,500 to 2,000 words. The 26th is the final deadline. No extensions will be granted. Submit via email. Okay. Interesting. That'd actually be kind of an interesting paper to write. Whoa, what the hell? Recording number 23, version 0186. It's running around. Can I touch it? Oh, it disappeared. Wait, what's that? I see a glowy thing. That's like a holographic letter.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now, bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Cool.